I'm Kaisha Huguley, actor, host, and digital creator. This year, it's New York City's 400th birthday. In honor of that milestone, I'm taking you to some of New York City's most groundbreaking creative spaces, on stage, on screen, and everywhere in between. And the best part, you can easily get to all of them right from Times Square. Before the curtain rises, every show starts on the page, and the pages here are countless. The Drama Bookshop has become a home for playwrights, actors, and dreamers for over a century. It's one of the only shops to ever have received an actual Tony Award. Today, it's a place where actors like myself come between auditions just to get inspired. The Drama Bookshop is where Lin-Manuel Miranda and fellow director Thomas Kail first rehearsed their musical In the Heights. And later in 2020, they were the two that were responsible for actually saving this place.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
Some stories get to leap off of the page. Others become overnight sensations. And then there are those that become household names. This year marks 10 years of Hamilton making history in this city and around the world. Congratulations on being the longest running burr.
It's been a really special honor.
Hamilton has been revolutionary. Why do you think it's been so successful?
More than anything, the story tells the truth. No one really understood Hamilton beyond the $10 bill. And you can say what you want about the history plot points. Some people say that it deifies the Founding Fathers, and I don't think that's true. I think it humanizes them. That's why it's so revolutionary.
There's something so powerful about audience members being able to see themselves reflected in the performers on stage telling America's story.
I'm rediscovering things about the way that I was raised and finding a new appreciation for New York, the city of big dreams, right? Being from Queens, my mom took me to see shows, and one of the most illuminating experiences I had as an artist was being in theater and watching a Black man perform and realizing that I wanted to do that.
I love that. Yeah. I really love that. Oh my goodness. I honestly cannot believe that I'm back here. I feel like I've seen this cove of the backstage from TikTok, but tell me about the crown.
All of our costumes are designed by Paul Tazwell, who is...
I've heard of him.
Tony Award-winning, Emmy Award-winning, recent Oscar winner.
Yes.
Paul felt it was really important for the crown to be the exact crown. That is part of the crown jewels of England.
Wait, am I royalty? Wait! Broadway debut. The Public Theater has always been a launchpad for bold, new, diverse voices. It's where shows like Hamilton and actors like Meryl Streep, Denzel Washington, and Al Pacino first found their footing. But it's also a place that's always believed that the arts belong to everyone.
The downtown public theater space where we are right now was one of the first public libraries in New York City. It was later converted into a refuge for immigrants, and that is part of the public theater's history that feels like it's in the walls here, that we're a safe space for people.
Can you tell me a little bit about, the work that the public is doing to make theater more accessible to all New Yorkers?
We want this to feel like a place where you don't have to have a lot of money to participate, because the culture belongs to you, it belongs to me. It belongs to all New Yorkers. And it really starts with Shakespeare in the Park, which is free.
The Public Theater is often an incubator for a lot of shows that eventually transfer to Broadway or have a different life in other places.
Being a place where we can really foster new artists is a part of our DNA. Right now, if you are on Broadway, you will see our shows Hamilton and Hell's Kitchen. These are the original costumes from A Chorus Line, which is just about at its 50th anniversary.
Just look at all of the detail.
So these are just two of the costumes that we have in our enormous costume archive.
Listen, I need to go and visit immediately. We've been talking about New York as one of the world's greatest stages for theater. But before Hollywood, it was New York where the American film industry first took off. There's no better place to celebrate the magic of the screen than the Museum of the Moving Image. No matter when you visit, there's always something new to see.
Oh, that's cool. There's actually a rich history of filmmaking in this neighborhood. The Wiz, the Marx Brothers, and they still continue to shoot Sesame Street here. But what makes New York City amazing for filmmaking is the city itself. It also excites people to come visit the city.
The energy of the city comes through in film a lot. It's so exciting to see it, like, that's my city.
This is where you can perform a puppet on screen if you'd like to give that a shot.
Oh my goodness! Literally, you have to have so much arm strength to make this happen. Like, much respect. Stages come in all shapes in New York. Some of the most powerful performances here aren't just shared on Broadway or on film sets, but in more unexpected places. Founded by 5 playwrights, poets, and musicians of color, the Nuyorican Poets Café has been amplifying voices from the margins to the mainstream. So I understand the cafe has been called the birthplace for the poetry slam.
That's us. And so that's where the snaps came from, because historically, people associate snapping with poetry, and it actually started in the house of Miguel Algarin, our founder, and the neighbors would get so upset about the noise and just the level of people in there. So they started.
I had no idea. That's iconic.
And now it's a worldwide phenomenon. Everyone thinks poetry
Snap.
and snaps.
Give me a little snapping action, right?
The Nuyorican is one of those perfect places to see people come together and create something new. You will see poetry, you'll see comedy, you'll see music, you'll see dance. You know, we talk about topics that are really personal, very political.
It's like an outlet for expression.
Definitely. The Nuyorican Poets Café is the perfect representations of like real New York, because you're gonna hear real stories from real people, and it's a lot of fun.
Today reminded me why this city has always been a stage for influence. Walking through the theaters and studios that helped define American culture and still shape it today remind me how so much of the entertainment and arts as we know them today have been founded by NYC.